Welcome to our classes. I am Dr. K.K. Misra. This video tutorial is on UGC NTA Net paper first. इस particular video tutorial या हम कहें कि series of video tutorials on teaching aptitude जिसमें कि हमने 32 video tutorials in series I have planned to upload. आज इस particular video tutorial में हम ability of adaptability on teaching aptitude पर डिस्कशन करते हैं। बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस या यूं कहिए मोस्ट एक्सपेक्टेड मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस इन इस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो ट्यूटोरियल में या इसके आगे जो भी वीडियो ट्यूटोरियल्स आएंगे उसमें हमने डिस्कस किए हुए हैं। नाउ लेट अस कम टू द क्वेश्चंस। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, इफ द पर्सन लिविंग इन फ्लैट्स आर नॉट कंट्रीब्यूटिंग फॉर इट्स मेंटेनेंस चार्जेस, what will you decide and take action to solve this discord? A. You will convene an urgent meeting of the members and request them collectively to extend their support. B. You will threat them of buildings collapse. C. You will take revenge and debar them from cooperation. Or D. You will withdraw your own active support to the committee. अब अगर आप तुलनात्मक रूप से देखें तो यहाँ पर सही ऑप्शन है ए, यू विल कन्वीन एन अर्जेंट मीटिंग ऑफ द मेंबर्स एंड रिक्वेस्ट देम कलेक्टिवली टू एक्सटेंड देयर सपोर्ट. दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव नोट. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, सपोज योर प्रिंसिपल इज पेनलाइजिंग यू डेलिबरेटली. यू डू योर बेस्ट एफर्ट्स टू मेक हिम हैप्पी बट ही डील्स विद यू एज हिज एनिमी. व्हाट वुड यू डू अंडर दिस सिचुएशन? देखिए ऑप्शन है यहाँ पर. यू विल ऑलवेज अब्यूज हिम एंड ट्राई टू इम्पोज अपॉन हिम. B. You will not do anything because you have elderly honor for him. C. You will always find faults in him. D. You will never bow to his wrong will. So the correct option is D. You will never bow to his wrong will. 3. It is said that political power defeated the administrative power. You are also an eyewitness of it. How do you accommodate yourself under these pressures? Options available हैं. A. You will follow the proverb, do as the Romans do. B. You will try your best to remain conform to your duties. C. You will do Herculean efforts to win the politics through moral triumph. D. You will repress your consciousness. So the correct option is B. You will try your best to remain conform to your duties. 4. If your colleague deliberately neglects you in spite of your courteous invitation, the reasonable cause of it may be A. Withdrawal due to inferiority complexes. B. Avoidance due to feelings of superiority. C. Rivalries in relation to professional dignity. Or D. Personal conflicts in family. The correct option is D. Personal conflicts in family. 5. If you have taken a house on rent, would you like to build good relations with your landlord through A. Adaptation and accommodations. B. Maintaining submissive attitude. C. Maintaining dominating attitude. Or D. Social adaptation. So the correct option is D. Social adaptation. 6. If you take your midday meal to school, what will be your mode of taking meal during recess hours? So तुलनात्मक यदि आप देखें, so correct option is D here. You share your food with all the staff members and enjoy it in your group. 7. Suppose your junior colleague expects some financial support from you on the occasion of his marriage. What decision will you take in this situation? A. If marriage is at your place, you will give him full support. B. You will think it against your honor to assist the juniors. C. You make lame excuses. D. You will be weighing the support in relation to intimacy of relations. Here correct option is A. If marriage is at your place, you will give him full support. Mind it, ये सारे questions ability of adaptability पर हैं. Now question number 8. In general, it seems that the schools have become the place of politics instead of teaching in modern age. Suppose you get appointment in such a school, what would you do in this situation? A. You will accept the membership of the active political group. B. You will be continuing to make favorable efforts so that teaching environment can be retained in school. Or C. You will free yourself from political activities and pressures. D. You will try to crush the teacher's politics with the help of students. Here, correct option is C. You will free yourself from political activities and pressures. 9. Because वहाँ पर आपका मेन काम पॉलिटिक्स खत्म करने के लिए नहीं, आपको अपना काम करना है. 9. Suppose a few teachers are busy in cracking filthy jokes during their leisure time in school. You are also a member of that group but unable to stop them. What would you like to do to avoid it? So, the correct option is A. You persuade them not to waste their leisure time in filthy jokes. 10. When your parents visit your house, you give them more respect than your in-laws. Under these conditions, what will be expected by your life? Not life, here it is wife. A. She will ask for equal treatment to her parents because she gives due respect to your parents. B. She has no right to ask for similar treatment. C. Because your parents are higher in social status, so have a right of high respect. Or D. She will remain in a neutral position. Correct option is A. She will ask for equal treatment to her parents because she gives due respect to your parents. 11. The maxim of maintaining good relations with others is. Correct option is C. Attractive features and mental mech. 12. Suppose your friend has just left the home on a scooter along with his son. Immediately you hear the news that they met a road accident. What will you do in this case? A. You will mock at him because you have poor relations with him. B. You will rush immediately and extend all possible help, keeping in mind that this is not the time of personal enmity. C. You will leave the place immediately so that nobody can blame you later on. D. You will visit them next day and give impression that you knew it just now from neighborhood. Correct option is B. You will rush immediately and extend all possible help, keeping in mind that this is not the time of personal enmity. 13. Suppose a colleague is living in your mohalla but you have no affinity with him. The reason of it may be. जो भी ऑप्शन यहाँ पर दिए हुए तुलनात्मक रूप से करेक्ट ऑप्शन है डी, his selfishness. 14. When your friend invites you on feast, then what do you in these conditions? Correct option is B. You must go because one should give due honor to invitation. 15. Suppose your colleague either commits theft or torn out your postage from school due to jealous. How would you overcome this problem? Correct option C here. Once you catch him and warn him civilly. 16. When girl students make a request, the other male students are annoyed with you on the pretext that you have been easily approached by them and do a favor. In such a situation, how would you like to control them and in the class? Correct option is B. You will justify that most of girl students are more sincere towards their studies than the boys. 17. If a neighbor knows about your blood group, all of a sudden his child fell down to a road accident and he requests you to donate blood to save his child's life, what decision would you like to take? Correct option is C. You will immediately agree to donate your blood. 18. If you have all the potentialities to become an efficient teacher but the school's adverse conditions do not help you, what would you adjust with this reality? How could you adjust? B. You will try force the administrative machinery to control the conditions. 19. You are very busy in your personal work, meanwhile your neighboring retired person visits you in a relaxed and gossiping mood. In such a time, how would you like to behave with that person? A. You exhibit passive attitude in order to discourage his conversation. B. You enjoy the company by thinking that you too feel relaxed with him. C. You give due honor but tell him about the time limit. And D. You sit as the idle person and think of his departure. Correct option C. You give the honor, but tell him about the time limit. 20. As the age is increasing, you become anxious for your old age. What would you do to eliminate the anxiety? Correct option is A. Timely preparation for the age to avoid these sins. 21. If you have the habit of book lifting from library, how do you solve this typical problem behavior? Correct option is A. Gradually you will leave this habit because you know that this is very painful experience for an individual who is in dire need of it. 22. You become rash when some inadequate behavior is shown by others. When you show your behavior, such behavior in relation to others, what do you think? So correct option here is D. You always become rash in case of maltreatment given by others, so try to control yourself. 23. If a girl student prefers you beyond the ethical limits, then how do you control your own emotions? Correct option is A. You will try to sublimate her emotions as she is passing through the adolescent age. 24. The government has the provision to appoint a family member after sudden death of an employee. Suppose you have no child. In this case, how far do you agree with this scheme? Correct option is D. It is favorable scheme for the families in a great tragedy. 25. If some students enter your room and abuse you harshly, at that time, how do you control your emotions? Correct option is B. First, you will try to pacify their emotions, then ask politely about their problems. 26. If your colleague entangles you in the act of negligence of duties with the help of principal, how do you behave with him? So here, अगर आप तुलनात्मक रूप से देखें, correct option is D. You will keep yourself alert and make his efforts unfruitful. 27. When a motorbike is out of order, all of a sudden, then what will you do in this situation? Correct option is C here. You will get it repaired immediately, otherwise it will be deteriorated. 28. Suppose a teacher has acute stamping problem, but he wins the favor through sycophancy. Therefore, he goes to any extent to seek favor from administration. The other colleagues have great jealous with him because he climbed all the progressive ladder through that quality. How do you like such a person in your company? The correct option is C. You will treat him as his best friend. 29. When you are in dispute with your wife on some family issues but realize that she has adequate reasoning in those matters, then how do you like to solve these disputes? Correct option is D here. You try to solve the dispute within reasonable time limits before it aggravates. 30. One of the senior colleagues is trying to exercise his power through majority in the school. Sometimes you feel that the colleague has power mongering attitude and therefore realizing it is in his own favor. In such a condition, how do you like to adjust with him? Correct option is D. You put forth the principles of upright behavior. This was all about this particular video tutorial. I hope that you have liked it, and if you have liked it, please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel R Classes and press the bell button and pass on to others, those who are needy now and in the future. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Best of luck.